Hey guys, this is not my basement, but this can be a problem in your basement. When we bought this house, there wasn't really any mold. There was only one room that had a little bit in the basement, but nothing like this. And this is what I did to keep the basement nice and dry. I bought a couple of these. These are just 110 CFM ceiling fans, and that's a humidistat, and it controls the humidity in the basement. This is the one I have in by the pump. Kind of a cool, damp spot in there by the pump. So I thought that would be a good spot to have one, and that is a 6-inch flexible hose, and that just goes all the way across the ceiling and continues on the other side of the wall there and goes right outside, and that's it going out the back of the house there above the window. And those humidistats just control the humidity. Pretty simple setup. I just made it so they just plug in, and as you can see here, that just clicks it on. It's just plugged into the outlet, and that's running there. They're not very loud. They're fairly quiet. But the humidistat just controls, it kicks it on and off automatically. I keep it set about 50. That's usually where I have them set at, and I don't have to think about it. It sucks the dampness right off the floor in the basement and pulls it right outside. And this is the other one I have in the other end of the basement, in another room that's a little cooler. Again, it's just, that's a humidistat and controls the on and off. It's just plugged into an outlet. I did it this way in case down the road, if I decide to put something else in, you just basically unplug them, take them off the wall, and that's it. And there, that one's running there. And I moved quite a bit of air, and that's the line going up 6-inch. And it goes right over the ceiling in the other room. And this is just when I installed the outside vent, one of the vents. It's a 6-inch hole, and there's a 6-inch vent that goes in. Now that vent is not a louvered vent. It doesn't shut the louvers when it's off, and I should have got one that shuts the louvers when it's off. But I've since rectified that problem inside. But if I was ever doing it again, I would get one with louvers that close when the fan is off. But other than that, it works really, really well. Really does a good job of controlling the humidity in the home, and it's really not an issue in the wintertime. It's more of an issue in the spring and summertime, obviously, because it's a lot damper in the spring and through the summer. So, but yeah, in the wintertime they never come on, and sometime partway through the spring they'll start coming on their own, kicking on and off. But yeah, pretty simple, cheap way to keep your basement dry and keep the mold from, well, any mold that you might potentially have or start from actually starting. Keeps your basement nice and dry. the humidistat switches cost, I think, seems to me I paid around $20 for them. And I think I picked the fans up. They were on sale for, I think, around 80 bucks. So, and the piping, 6-inch piping was $25 for, I forget, 25 feet of it maybe, something like that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it.